Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I said it many times. The Russians are consistent. That is, when they tell you they're going to punch you in the face, they will punch you in the face. If they tell you they will give you a dollar, they will give you a dollar. In this case, Lukashenko, Belarus, has nuclear warheads. So Belarus became I don't want to say nuclear power, but has nuclear weapons on its territory now. The Russians said they will bring them since these guys are doing all kind of hanky-panky. NATO. And I said, well, we're going to do this. And they did. I think they did it as a response of the Americans saying that they will re-bring their missiles in Great Britain. But it doesn't really matter. The point is, Lukashenko has got them. And I have here two articles plus a map, actually two maps, to show you what's going on. This guy has nuclear weapons. I don't think they are, I'm pretty sure that they are not under his command. I think only the Russians can touch it. But nevertheless, they are closer to London, Paris, and whomever. So let's start with the first article. Lukashenko says, dozens of Russian nukes deployed in Belarus. Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty. Remember, this is a Secretary of State, U.S. Secretary of State, or State Department funded radio, propaganda radio. Is not free, blah, blah, blah. And I think it's also CIA has, with its black money involved over there. Hey, what do we have here? You know what I don't see here? These guys are weak. You know why they're weak? No diversity, man. No diversity. Right there. Anyway, authoritarian ruler Lukashenko said that, and I'm quoting, several dozen Russian nuclear weapons were deployed in Belarus, a move that has raised concern in the West that Moscow's war against Ukraine could spread. No, they just do one thing that the United States did 6 times already. If you don't know what I'm talking about, United States has nuclear weapons deployed in Europe in 5 countries, 6 locations. And I will tell you the countries. It's Germany, it's Belgium, it's the Netherlands, it's Italy, and is Turkey. All right? So this is what the Americans already did. And the Russians, the Russian Federation had no nuclear weapons deployed outside of its territory. This is the first time. And these guys say, oy vey, what's going on over here? Hey, it's 6-1. We have to put in Kaliningrad. That's going to be the next move. We are going to put in Guatemala, or not Guatemala, in Cuba, Venezuela, and I always can remember that. It's not Guatemala, it's not Honduras. These are the first countries that always come to mind when I'm thinking of Central America. I can remember the country. It's not Guatemala, it's not Honduras. What the hell? I'm going to remember it while I'm talking. So let's look at the article further. So speaking at the All Belarusian People's Assembly in Minsk that was broadcast live on YouTube on April 25, Lukashenko, a key ally of Russian President Vladimir Putin, said the gathering had unanimously adopted a new military doctrine that considers the deployment of Russian nuclear weapons on Belarusian soil as a strategic deterrent. Belarus has provided logistical support, he says here. Since then, since February 2022, Moscow has moved tactical nuclear weapons into Belarus, the first relocation of such warheads outside Russia since the fall of the Soviet Union. And why? They say like it's just because they are bad. Well, you did it 6 times. So here we have NATO, Nicaragua, that's the word, that's the country, Nicaragua. NATO has called the move dangerous and irresponsible, but you have 6 times. Why is it dangerous? By the way, United States, you are the only one who used atomic bombs, so you are dangerous and irresponsible to deploy them anywhere, maybe to even have them. Now, obviously, I used to, how should I put it, support United States having nuclear weapons, and I still do. But this is what's going to happen. This is my prediction. The United States will be hijacked. Will be hijacked by some group of people who really hate the guys who made the nuclear weapons. And when they get to have the control of the nuclear weapons, they will go and talk to the guys that made them and fuck them up in Europe, for instance. So there's going to be, as they like to call it nowadays, like idiots, I think, payback. When the guys wake up and realize what's going on, they can, I don't know, send you to Jesus or to wherever, or Moses, send you over there to in, I don't know, 3 hours. That's my prediction. There will be a payback when they take over our weapons. The same here. That's why I'm afraid the United States has so many weapons, because as I see the trend here and I see who is appointed to be in charge of this and who wins elections, these guys will say, yeah, thank you very much. Now we control, if they really control. And then we're going to show you a little bit of payback and some, I'm not going to go further. So let's go here. So here is a map. But see how these guys are framing it? It's irresponsible. Okay, well, here is where they are located. This is Belarus. I will show you the different maps. There are some airbase, poop, poop, poop. This is Ukraine. Lukashenko said it was a mistake that all strategic nuclear weapons were removed from Belarus after the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, and the Russia's tactical nuclear weapons must stay in Belarus. All right, this is the first one. The second one is Ukraine's from the Kiev Independent. I already made a video on this one. And the second one is Moscow sends nuclear warheads to Belarus. And what we have here is Alexander Lukashenko claimed several multiplied by 12, Russian tactical nuclear weapons had been deployed in Belarus, Russia's TASS news agency said, under an agreement jointly announced last year with Vladimir Putin. For you, President Vladimir Putin. It came as Belarusian security service claimed to have thwarted an attack on the capital Minsk by drones launched by NATO member Lithuania, which denied taking any hostile action. I don't think so, because if Lithuania will dare to get engaged in a direct conflict, Lithuania by itself, 2.5 million people, that's what Lithuania has. With Belarus, I think the Belarusians will destroy them, unless the Americans come in and the Russians come in. So, pretext, yeah, probably pretext. But my pretext, this is, let's say I was Putin, or in Putin's position. I wouldn't have waited for any pretext. Nothing. I wouldn't even claim that, we need it because Belarus, Minsk was attacked. I would say no. How many you got? Oh, you got 6 bases? We're going to make 6 bases. No, we're going to make 12. Why? Because you did 6-0. So I'm going to do what you did to me. You scored 6 times and I didn't score at all. Now I'm scoring 1 time. Oh, oy vey, that's what's going on. No, I'm not going to match you, because you didn't match me. You cast the first stone, the first rock, with 6. I'm going to go 12. So 6 over you. What are you going to do? And I say, now I will stay like this for the past, I don't know, for the next 20 years until you're going to go 1, like I did. Do you think these guys will take it? Oh my God, it's so, let's go to war. Okay, tell me about justice and other things. So that's, let me show you the maps that I have here prepared. We're going to start with the map of Europa. And here is Belarus, Ukraine, Russian Federation, Lithuania, Latvia, Hey, where's Kaliningrad? Can you say here? Kaliningrad has the same color with Poland. Well, it's not so. But hey, the Poles don't want any territory. Why didn't they do, like, carve half of the Ukraine and make it yellow? This should have been that color. But no, it's Poland. You see? Nope. And for this right here. But nevertheless, it's one next to another. You don't do that on a map. But Kosovo is right here. You see how it goes? Kosovo, still part of it, which I think it is, but that's me. So that's one map. And the other one is right here, Belarus, Ukraine, Poland, just so you know what's going on. So is this a positive development? Obviously for the Belarusians and for the Russians. Is it for the other guys? No, but they have 6-1. So the Russians have to score 5 more times to match them. But I wouldn't. I would go 12-6. I mean, I didn't punch you. You punched me 6 times. You've been punching me with those 6 times in the past 20-30 years. I can remember exactly when they deployed them. I don't think they took them back. That's why it was. They were over there, but they didn't take them back. And the Russians are the bad guys because they did it in Belarus. I thought that countries are sovereign and independent, and they can, if I demand the American troops to come and defend me, they can come legally. But if I demand the Russians to come and put nuclear weapons over there, why not? Why can you? By the way, you use them, atomic bombs. Why can you? But Iran. Oh no, no. Let's check Iran in its ass, and everybody else, and Saddam and all those. But you got the guys next door. And anybody checks on them? No. Why not? You know. All right. I'm not saying the proliferation or the expansion or deployment of nuclear weapons is a good thing, but what are they going to do? Look at North Korea. The bully boy of those guys in the Middle East did not dare to attack and destroy them for so long because they have nuclear weapons. That's all. Without nuclear weapons, they would have been attacked many, many times over. I think. The same. It seems like you have nuclear weapons, you will never be destroyed. Never. Why? I'm going to use them. I'm going to fuck you up here and there. I have the means. Maybe North Korea cannot destroy the United States of America. Obviously, it doesn't have the means. But, can scratch real hard here and there. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.